Now we're going to draw the shape of the building. So let's zoom out a little and bring it forward like this. And we're going to extrude this shape right here. So we're going to go to the Solids tab, click on Extrude, go to the second window. And over here for the distance, we're going to key in 45 meters. And from the second window, we are going to drag this up by clicking on the left mouse button. We are going to go to the Home tab and select the shape first, and then we're going to go to Solids, click on Extrude, and now we can drag this up like this, and now we can just let go of the left mouse button. So now we have the shape of the building in 3D. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to extract the sides of the shape and make them into walls. In order to do that, we go to the Solids tab, go all the way to the end, and in the Solid Utilities panel, click on this icon right here, which is to extract faces or edges. Once you clicked on this, a window will pop out. Here we select faces instead of edges. So what we're going to do is we are going to click on this shape and on this surface first. We are going to click here 3 times. The first time we click, you will see the dotted lines. Click on it the second time and you'll see the solid yellow lines. And now click on it the third time to finish the process. And now when you hover over this surface, you will see some patterns on the surface. That is how we know this surface has been extracted. Now we do the same for this surface right here. Once again, we're going to click on this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Same thing with this. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to access the surfaces on the other side. So we're going to spin this around. Once again, hold down on your scroll mouse button while holding down on the Shift key on your keyboard, and you can spin it around like this. Now we will click on the final surface. Again, we will click on this surface here 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Right now we have made all these into surfaces, so we do not need the shape anymore. So what we're going to do is go to the Home tab, click on Element Selection, click on this shape in the middle, and drag it out. Now you see that the shape has been dragged out. We only can see the surfaces, which is going to be our wall. Now we can delete off this object right here by selecting it and hitting the Delete key on your keyboard. The next step is to make these surfaces into walls by creating a certain thickness for this surface S. So what we're going to do is click on Element Selection and select all these surfaces. The way to do that is we're going to hold down the Control key on the keyboard and click on it with your left mouse button. And while you are still holding down your Control key on your keyboard, click on this surface, and this surface. And now we're going to go to Solids. We are going to go to Thicken. Click on it, and in the Thickness pop-up window, we are going to put in 0.2 and then you hit Enter. Now going to go back to the shape right here. Click on this shape and then drag it a little. Now that we have created the thickness for these walls, we can zoom in, and we will see there is this thickness on our walls. The next that we're going to do is we're going to allocate layers to both the floors and the walls. So what we're going to do is go to the Home tab. In the primary panel, click on Level Manager, and this window will pop up. Here we right-click on this blank area and we select New. And here in a new level, we're going to rename it to Floors. And we're going to create another layer, and this layer we name it as Walls. Now in the Attributes panel in the Home tab, we can see now we have the layer walls and the layer floors. We can open up Level Manager and we can assign a color to the wall. If we want it to be cyan, we can click on this one. Now what we can do now is we are going to move these surfaces into the wall layer. And to do that, we just simply select all this by clicking on this one, holding down on the Control key on the keyboard, and selecting the rest of this wall. And over here, right here in the Attributes panel, we are going to select Walls. Now if you hover over these walls, you see that it indicates they are in the Walls level now. Same thing with the floors. So we can use the Element Selection tool, go to the second window, and we are going to select all the floors right here. And we go to the Attributes panel and we're going to select Floors. Once again, click on the Element Selection tools, and when you hover over this, you will see that it indicates they are in the floor level.